Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are all over the world. Welcome back to my channel. It is still your one and only 24/7 news boss. We are here to bring you another fresh update concerning the IPOB. And if you are joining us for the first time, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like and share this video, and also don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our breaking stories. So in today's update, a foreign court has found the Zoo government guilty of breaching international law over the extraordinary rendition of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. And legal experts say the consequences could be catastrophic if local courts allow the trial to continue. We will also look at a viral video from umuaka in Imo State showing the destructions of homes after the Zoo government army operation, reactions from residents and analysts, and a fast-moving legal bulletin about a Federal High Court hearing set for Monday, September 15. Stick with us, we will unpack what this all means for the rule of law in the Zoo nation and why every citizen should care. Let's begin with the legal bombshell. According to documents and briefings circulated by the defense team and reported in the press, a foreign court has concluded that the Zoo nation government violated international law in the operation that brought Nnamdi Kanu back to the Zoo nation. That finding coming out from the Zoo nation has reignited a fierce debate. Can a trial founded on unlawful state action still be fair? Many lawyers say no. The defense brief issued by Onyedikachi Ifedi, a senior legal officer of Nnamdi Kanu Global Defense Consortium, warns that if the judgment stands and domestic court accepts that an unfairly procured arrest can be remedied merely by holding a trial, then an extremely dangerous precedent is created. The state could abduct critics abroad and claim that a later trial vindicates their action. The brief frames this as more than a case about one man. It's about the future of constitutional rights for all the Zoo nation citizens. Think about how this would work in practice. If courts accept that unlawful rendition is simply offset by a subsequent trial or money paid later, then the deterrent against the Zoo government overreach evaporates. Critics warn passports and foreign residents will no longer be protection for political critics. The fear is real and historical grounded because similar questions have been litigated in foreign courts and human rights tribunals. Civil rights advocates say this isn't about sympathy for any single individual, it's about defending the constitutional guarantees that protect everyone. The right to liberty, the right not to be arbitrarily deprived of freedom, and the right to due process. If those pillars are chipped away, the consequences are structural. The brief lays out a clear set of actors who must respond: the legal community, civil society and the media, and the international community. To the Zoo Nation Bar Association, senior advocates and human rights lawyers, many observers expect a legal campaign to seek review and reversal of any domestic rulings that legitimize rendition-based prosecutions. To civil society and the press, your role is to keep this in the public eyes so citizens understand the stakes. And to the international community, when domestic court ratifies conduct found unlawful abroad, foreign partners and rights bodies have a role in diplomatic and peer review response. Alongside the legal and constitutional storm, there is a pressing human concern, which is health. The Federal High Court has fixed Monday, September 15, to hear a motion by Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers seeking that he be moved to Federal Capital National Hospital for urgent medical attention. The motion, reportedly filed by senior advocate Kanu Agabi and supported by medical affidavits, alleges concerning findings from examinations, including issues with the liver and pancreas, low potassium levels, and an unexplained swelling. The court's vacation judge, Justice Musa Liman, allowed the urgent motion to be heard during the court vacation and ordered that the Department of State Services (DSS) be served to it can respond. Whether or not you follow the politics around this individual, they claim that a detainee requires urgent medical attention in custody is a matter of public interest. Courts are often judged not only by the outcomes they deliver, but by whether those outcomes are reached with fundamental human dignity observed. So now let's move to the incident that happened in Umuaka. To a related front, unrest and violence in the southeast. A video circulating online claims to show the Zoo Nation military destroying properties and homes in Umuaka, Imo State, after a clash with a separatist armed group. The footage has prompted outrage and a flood of social posts. Let's sit back and watch the short clip. It is important to separate what is true from what is viral. Multiple videos and posts are circulating on social media claiming homes burned by the Zoo Nation military in Umuaka, Imo State, and local residents have shared anguished testimonies. At the same time, independent fact checkers warn that some viral footage has previously circulated in certain cases was traced to other events from different states and therefore cannot be taken at face value without verification. So here is what we can responsibly report. There are multiple widely shared videos and posts alleging destructions of property in Umuaka and showing footage of burning structures and distraught residents. Local sources and community voices posted immediate outrage. Residents speak of loss of homes, fear, and calls for the Zoo Nation government explanation. Fact-checking organizations caution that at least some of the visuals circulating online have previously been posted in connection with other incidents. For instance, footage stretched to 2021 was reshared as if it were new. So each clip must be authenticated before being relied upon as evidence of a specific recent event. The pattern here is predictable in conflict zones. Real suffering, real outrage, and simultaneous risk of misinformation as old footage is relabeled and spread. That's why local reporting, independent verification, and transparent statements from security agencies matter more than ever. The Zoo Nation military have in other similar operations in Southeast issued statements describing raids on suspected armed camps and sometimes denying allegations of wanton destruction or civilian targeting. In this specific Umuaka case, while social media posts attribute blame on the Zoo Nation military, we did not find an official widely circulated Zoo Nation military press release specifically acknowledging the exact video clips currently trending. That doesn't mean no statement exists locally, but it does undermine the need for official clarification. Security analysts we track say this incident illustrates a twofold problem. First, the security force face a difficult counter-insurgency challenge in communities where armed groups are embedded. Second, when operations result to civilian harm or property damage and are poorly explained, dey fuel anger and deepen recruitment pools for insurgents. Analysts therefore call for transparent investigations, community restitution mechanisms and independent monitoring to avoid cycles of escalation. So let's go back to Nnamdi Kanu's case. So where do things go from here? There are immediate, medium-term and long-term possibilities. Immediately, the Federal High Court hearing on September 15 will focus on the detainee's medical transfer application, expect lawyers and health affidavits to be the counterpieces. Medium term, if domestic courts refuse to set aside proceedings tainted by illegal rendition, the legal community and international human rights bodies may escalate diplomatic and legal pressure, including commentary from foreign courts that have already signaled concern. Long term, the integrity of the zoo nation's judicial response to alleged state-sponsored breaches will affect citizen trust in constitutions, investment and international standing. Civil society groups, the bar and the media are being called upon by the defense brief to mobilize not for a single case alone, but in defense of constitutionalism and rule of law for every zoo nation citizen. This is an update that touches the law, human dignity, national institutions, and the security of ordinary people. It is still unfolding. Monday's hearing could change the legal landscape in the short term, and community investigations into umuaka's footage must be pursued by independent journalists and monitors. So my people, we want to hear from you. Do you think a trial can be fair if the arrest that led to it violated international law? Why or why not? What should the judiciary do to restore public confidence in this kind of case? If you live in or near umuaka or have verified information, please share responsibly. What did you see and when? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss updates. We will be following the September 15 hearing and the umuaka situation closely. We will bring verified details as they arrive. And before then, stay safe, stay informed.